This next blessing completely redefines everything we've been doing. Up until now, we've been asking for Hashem to listen to our prayers, but now we're opening up the path to passion. All of a sudden, it's like not good enough that Hashem is hearing what we've been saying. We ask for Him to hear it with love. We ask for Him to have desire. We talk about the fires that were in the temple. We talk about those fires coming back and the entire service which was performed there, accompanied by music, accompanied by acts of real giving ourselves over, that come back. This is the moment when we really need to turn towards Hashem and recognize, you really want this, right? Retzei Hashem, you really want this. I mean, you've been listening. I've been talking. I've actually been aligning myself. I've been bringing myself to resonate with the things which matter to you so much. Well, now it's a point to simply stop and reflect on the fact that this is truly His desire, that we be praying these prayers. You see, up until now, it's in a way sort of been one way. It's like us asking for Hashem to hear our prayers and for Him to bring down all of this joyfulness and all of this healing and all of this bounty and all of this leadership and all these different things, that He bring them down through us into the world because we need them to be here. But here's where things flip. The truth is, you created that world in which you would need us to be bringing those things into manifestation. All of a sudden, we're here looking back up towards Hashem and we're saying, you really want us, right? You really love this. And here we've really shifted the nature of our interaction with Hashem as being truly in His service. You see, the idea of avoda, the idea of service, implies that we're doing something for you that you really need. The truth is that the Torah describes this at the very beginning, in the second chapter of Genesis, when we get this weird description of how these are the generations, the unfoldings of the heaven and the earth when they became created. And then we talk about how there's no plants growing, there's no grasses flourishing, because there's no rain and there's no human being to work the ground. Yeah, so the rabbis say, that's strange. I wouldn't think that human beings working the ground is what brings the rain. Nor the truth is human beings working the ground what makes it possible for things to grow. They can grow just fine without human beings working the ground. What is going on here is that we're actually being told there is no completion to the world without us. God did not create a world in which there's this beautiful, perfect world, and then we step on the stage to get benefits from it. No. I want to create this world together with you. There's a passion that I have for creation, and there's a passion that I have that creation not be something which is other to me, but that there be this point of connectivity within that creation, which is humanity, in which you are creating it together with me, that you're doing something that I have created a world in which I can't do that. I can't bring the rain unless you're wanting that. I can't make this life flourish unless there's a human being who appreciates it, who knows it, who's aware of it, and who's desiring it. That's what I need from you. I need your desire. That is your greatest service to me. So that then becomes the act of prayer as something which Hashem is impassioned with, which He's desiring, in which there's a meeting point between us, which only happens by virtue of the fact that Hashem has left elements of life for us to complete. So that's now this reframing. All of a sudden we're talking about you, Hashem, Retzei Hashem. Desire our prayers. As the rabbis say, Hashem desires the prayers so much that sometimes He keeps things away from the righteous people, from the tzaddikim, because He's yearning to hear their prayers. Why would He be yearning to hear their prayers? It sounds like He's imposing some kind of a suffering, in order to torture us. No. I want you to experience the fullness of your being by becoming a partner with me in creating a world. And that involves your now becoming awake and aware to what it is that you desire and asking me for it, and thereby becoming a channel for it to come into the world in which we create this world together. Now, all of a sudden, there is love. And now we talk about that service being returned to Dvir Beitecha. Dvir Beitecha in this prayer is referring to the Holy of Holies. It's referring to that space which the rabbis compare to Shir HaShirim, to the Song of Songs. Song of Songs, Holy of Holies is the same. It's the place of meeting in love. It's the place where there are the two Kruvim, the two cherubs who are standing there face to face, symbols of the fact that we and Hashem are standing across from each other in a passionate desire. That's what we're asking for, the service to return to there where it's most directly and most intensely experienced. And then at the end of this blessing, we actually say, Baruch Atah Hashem, HaMachazir Shechinato L'Tzion. For the first time, we talk about Shechina. Shechina, you need to know, is a particular expression of the divine which comes about by virtue of our desire for Hashem and His desire for us. The rabbis say when a man and a woman marry in love, the Shechina dwells between them. When people are learning Torah together, when they're exploring wisdom together in a way in which they're hearing each other and speaking to each other, communing with each other, Shechina dwells between them. Shechina is the dwelling of the divine in the relationship, which happens when both parties in the relationship love and desire each other. The rabbis tell how the Shechina left the world, began to leave the world after we betrayed God in the Garden of Eden, and began to be returned when the first lover of God, Avraham, turned towards Him and called His name. So you get the sense of what this blessing is now introducing. We're asking for Hashem to return, not for Him to return, so to speak, but rather for His Shechina to return, for that reality of the divine connection in an impassioned embrace in which each desire each other because each needs each other for the fulfillment and completion of their dreams, now meet in this extraordinary blessing. It really requires of us to have a true sense of our value, a true sense of it being important that we be here, a true sense that Hashem cares about us because we together are fulfilling a dream, a real sense of makom, of my having this place and my fulfilling a purpose here. All of these need to be awakened before we say this blessing Retzei. Otherwise, we're really just going to be talking to God and begging Him. Here we're not begging Him. Here we're actually saying, you desire this, right? You really want this. You're in love with this. You're in love with me. You have a passion for everything I've been talking about because you have a passion for the full realization of you in this world. And it's me who can bring that about. So here's the opportunity now to completely reframe everything we've been doing and not just talk about Hashem hearing our prayers, but connecting to us and us to Him in love. In this meditation, we're going to awaken our desire for Hashem, just as we experience His desire towards us. Allow yourself to relax, to let go. Make sure your body's in a comfortable position, sitting with your back relatively erect, feeling firmly in place, supported by makom, by the place you are in. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And then release through our lips. And take another breath in as our stomach expands. Now again, slowly releasing. Sense how the breath goes so easily inwards, almost as if it desires to be within you. Filling out all the reaches of your body, energizing you. And now slowly release it back into the world from which it came. Allow yourself to feel desire in your exhalation to return that which you've been given. Take another breath inwards, experiencing how this gift is so generously given you. And release again, returning your breath to from whence it has come. And one final breath in, this time sensing that it's being sent to you by some creator who desires that you be here. And send it back with a sense of your desire to connect to Him. Turn your face slightly upward and place your hand upon your heart. Allow a desire for your Creator who has lovingly given you life to awaken in your heart. Yearning towards the Infinite One who has given you life. Feeling desire to come into loving connection with the loving one who has made you. Sense Hashem looking down towards you with desire for you. The caring reflected in every breath you breathe. Allow love to awaken in your heart. Love is the meeting point of this mutual desire. You might just say, I love you, Hashem. Simply feel the joyous pleasure of desire for him and his desire for you. Sense how deep is the divine desire to hear you. As if Hashem says, speak, express. And sense your desire to share with him your deepest will. Allow this joyous adoration shared by both you and Hashem to fill your heart, to fill the space around you. Imagine that the walls around you are gilded with gold. Imagine that you yourself are as if standing upon the Holy Ark. Your arms are spread to your sides like wings of a cherub. And that directly in front of you is another cherub, another crew of wings spread, turned towards you. A love and desire passing between you, intensifying in the space between you. A fiery presence of love, desire, and communion. Shechina. Baruch atah Hashem. You are so blessed, Hashem, who brings back the Shechina to Zion. Brings back the Shechina to the most special place in the universe, where the love of the creature and creator meet.